What's up? Dude, it's draft news all day. NFL draft, kind of like a holiday to me. I love it. I mean, it's weird. You know, the better your team gets, the less exciting your draft pick is because you're late in the round. The shittier the team is, you're more excited. But I went through 19 years of just great, and that's the problem. The Bills never had a great pick, right? We were always 9-7, 8-8. We always had the shitty middle of the round picks, and we botch them. We'd trade up and get Watkins, and then we draft DJ Manuel because he was going to be the savior, which... Don't listen to Tony's thing on there. I never said he was good. I was excited about Watkins, though. And I was excited about Nate Peterman. But we didn't have Tyrod Taylor anymore. We needed somebody. I think we actually did have Tyrod that year. Either way, dude, Dino Mite, we got, this is just serial numbers. It's only 4 cards, but we only have 7. So after this... Actually, no, we've only ripped 3 boxes out of this, but no autos yet. There's generally 3 in a case, so hopefully find something. Hey, that's all right, Wes. I'm glad you're in here. Thanks for jumping in. Are you done with work now? It's like, what is it, like 10 o'clock there? 11? Dude, I went over to Walmart just to see. I haven't found anything good in the wild in a while, but I had to drop water jugs off and grab lunch. I was hoping I'd catch a restock. There were like 19 dudes waiting. I'm like, I'm cool. I don't need it that bad. I can't do it. I can't be the lingerer. I've never been good at that. I feel awkward. But listen, we do have our very first draft affected breakup real quick. So Pro Set Metal is up. It is 19 a spot, I think. Yeah, it's draft affected. So if you see that tonight, the phrase draft affected, it means that any cards pulled in that, if they're NIL and they get drafted tonight, it will go to your team, your division, whatever it may be. So I'll obviously explain that a lot tonight. But I'm planning on ripping a lot today, guys. If that throws while we're live, I will stay live and rip it. So as long as we get payments in, and I get it. Listen, here's the deal. If there's 1 or 2 tonight, payments are missing, we'll rip. But don't be that guy that I have to chase down tomorrow and be like, hey, so I see like a weird payment here, but I didn't get for this. I hate doing that. It's always so awkward. Don't be that guy. But if you message me, let me know, hey, I'm tabbing this for tonight. I'm going to get in a few. I understand. Just don't abuse the privilege. Here we go. Oh, that's one way to start. Be an auto. It is a 13 out of 15 J.J. McCarthy rookie. Going to the 3 spot, Bobby Parker. Bobby. Is it 20 a spot? Oh, it is because, yeah, it is. I was like, can I sneak it in for 19? And then I started adding things up. I was like, I don't think I can. I really do. People are like, who cares? It's $1. I always hear that from people, other breakers and stuff. I'm like, it matters to me. Sometimes I pay more for things than they are now, and I try not to take that on you, but at least want to cover fees, you know. Oh, be an auto. All right, Jordan Love, 5 out of 5. John Stevener, so 2 QBs so far. J.J. McCarthy and Jordan Love, both pretty sweet-looking cards. I mean, the cards are awesome. I do wish there were more autos, which I didn't buy this last year. Or if I did, I may have bought a box off somewhere, but I didn't order a lot last year because of the lack of autos. Oh, we do have, and it won't matter, this isn't draft affected, but Bobby, you got a Lagway. I don't think he's in the draft anyhow, is he? Is Lagway draft eligible tonight? Oh, which reminds me, just for the sake of those draft affected breaks, if it is an NIL, I'm not going to random any tonight. Because I'm not going to look up, are they draft eligible? Nope, he won't be. So that would get randomed off, but it wouldn't be until after the draft anyhow. We'll take care of everything after the draft. Lagway, shitty auto Lagway. Oh, this is the one we wanted to be our auto. 5 out of 10, Stevener with the Drew Brees. That was an all QB box. Brees, Lagway, Love, and McCarthy. So we had a Breeze, 5 out of 10 going out to Stevener. We had the McCarthy, 13 out of 15 going out to the 3 spot, which would be Bobby. Stevener also grabbed the Love, and Bobby also grabbed the Lagway. It was the Bobby John show. John Bob. All right, let me go check on this break quick. If it's not, I'll go up. I'm staying here. I'm not going anywhere. If I go to lacrosse practice, it's not till later. Ooh, we might be full. We might be full, fam. 527. There's one spot left, and is literally the one spot.
NFL Draft Kickoff is brought to you by Verizon.
5,
The NFL, powered by Verizon
2, 7. All right, we have one spot left in that. I'll hang live here for a little bit. See what's going on.
Just let you lock in a low price for 3 years, even if you're already a customer. Is that even real? That's not just for me. And they give you a free phone on any plan. Who's doing that? Nobody. Come on, what's better than that? Probably nothing. Yeah, nothing.
I'm the guy sitting next to your girl on a kiss cam, and this game just got a lot more interesting. Sheila? What?
All right, let's see.
And if you don't have the right home coverage, you might have to kiss your savings goodbye. Hey.
All right, it's not full yet. So listen, I'm gonna log off here, and I'll be. Did it go here?
Oh, 5, 4.
I'll be back here in just a little bit to do that. All right.
Christian Gonzalez is
Oh, Chris is closed. I just read it. I'm glad I looked. All right, we can close it. Let me stop recording
The
here.
most impressive thing about him really is the work that he does with mental health awareness. Being able to partner with Kyle Cares, it means a lot. We want to let people know. It's
Are you saying close? Oh, I see it here. Oh, did you beat Tracy?
And be the one people want to come talk to. I love it for sure.
Ah, Tracy beat you.
You know, we're people too.
Is that all right? Or you just help me close it? I'm still gonna say sorry. Tracy just got here. Don't worry, guys. We're gonna be doing stuff all night, and that was our third one. Be on the lookout. I'm gonna be making a post about. Why is that not tagging? I'm gonna be on the lookout for. Be on the lookout for prize things for tonight. All right. We're gonna throw some prizes up if you were in any breaks this weekend on the draft. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Why is it not tagging you, Tracy?
It's deer season. Already? Not snowing yet.
Then you'll be eligible. I got some cool stuff I'm gonna throw up.
It's that time of year when you can get $3,000 off at an authorized John Deere dealer.
A deer season that saves bucks?
That's right, and it's going on now.
I'm hearing some crazy predictions for draft nights. Things like Shador falls out of the first.
Really?
Jancy goes fourth, which I don't think that's a big surprise.
Cam Ward, quarterback.
Hey, real quick, if you guys are in here listening, can you hear what's being said on the TV or not?
Yeah, Chantel Ward, Cam's sister, excuse me, saying we've landed in Green Bay. Put that pin down. We are there for the start of the.
Yeah, I saw Chris. Sorry, I wasn't looking at you guys on comments. That's the only thing. When I'm checking live, I won't always see it. Let's see. Tracy, Wes, way to get it in right away, Wes. You get a gold sticker today. Jason.
Another one likely headed to Nashville, where our Sarah Walsh is.
All right, it looks like I still have a few in here. I'm going to just mark them red for now.
Like Tyler Lockett, too. He just joined the break.
Yeah, Tyler Lockett put that out on his social media. That has not been officially announced here in the Titans building. I can tell you that because we just asked them a little while ago. There's still has
All right.
taken all that good stuff before we get there. As for Cam Ward,
So, give me a minute here.
for that plane to be landing in Nashville tomorrow because that's what everyone believes is going to happen. And then
Is there anything you guys want to see tonight? It can even be like toxic a little bit. What I mean is, I'd like to see this team flop their draft. Like, I don't care.
Ask a lot of questions. Here's a couple housekeeping things we need to check off. First of all, tonight, Mike, it's going to be
North,
Cameron
AFC
Ward when his
South.
name is announced by the commissioner, not Cam. He said that's because that was the name his mother gave him, but
NFC
he was asked him
North.
moving forward, what does he want to go by? He said Cam. By the way, all these questions were asked by a Titans reporter, so read the tea leaves on that one.
Read the tea leaves. North, south, east, west. North, south, east, west. All right, live for random.
Spoken with Oilers legend Warren Moon, and then of course he has FaceTimed with Calvin Ridley, who, in all likelihood, would be his go-to
Metal
guy
divisions, round 1.
It's real good, me and Calvin. He has great personality, good teammate, especially him being from Florida. We know a lot of the same people, but he's one of the lead route runners in the NFL, I believe. And if I get a chance to play with him, he'll love it.
All right, there we go.
We can get him the ball whenever he needs it.
Hey guys, again, when I post that contest and you'll see it, it doesn't matter if it's in divisions, if it's in a team break. Now there might be some, if we do a bigger break this weekend, I might say, hey, this is worth double entry spots, things like that. So I'm excited. I'm excited to get some prizes away. It's been a while since we had a fun little hangout weekend. Now the thing is, it won't be on Sunday. It'll only go up to Saturday night at the end of whatever we do by the end of the draft.
When he walks into it, and that is something that this organization desperately needs at this position. The Titans have 8
Let's
picks
pull
in
this
this
up
draft.
here. I'm ready to rock and roll, fam.
They want to surround a young quarterback with talent, which means they're going to pick again early on Friday. They have the 35th pick in the draft in that second round. You could see them use it very early in this draft.
All right, so I'm going to change the name over here. Draft day. Draft affected divisions. Metal round 1. I want to tell you I think the coolest things I heard today about the draft. And I'll tell you in a minute here. Let me get this put up. But they had this girl come on that is like Roger Goodell's right-hand lady for the draft. And one of their questions to her was, like, the names can be very difficult to read, right? The names can be very difficult to read. How does Roger Goodell prepare for that?
So, with that being said, Baldy, you're confident
It did say
in
pro
Cam
set metal,
Ward,
right?
who we're expecting to be the first
I have the
quarterback
pictures.
and the first player. Take it out.
Well, Cam has elevated 3
Most
different
random
college
divisions, yeah.
programs
Pro set
and
metal.
raised the level.
All right, here we go. This is that box. I want to make sure I didn't say leaf metal, even though it's a very different box. But Pro Set Metal has a lot, I think, more Jade and stuff like that. So, all right.
Around Steve McNair and went to a Super Bowl with them leading the way. Now, they got a long way to go.
So anyhow, yeah. So it was Roger Goodell's like right hand girl. She's young, probably in her mid to late 20s, and he said, they said, how does he know all the names and how to pronounce them right? She said, well, right when the college season ends, like we start going through the top 100 prospects or 1,000 prospects, whatever it was, and she goes, I start making an audio training thing for him. I go and I send them a message and say, how would you like your name read? So like she'll send it directly, like say Travis Hunter, obviously that's, how would you like your name read? And then they send it back in audio format. She compiles all those, and then Goodell just essentially has an app that he clicks, and it's like, what's Agabunagui or whatever we've pulled before. Like imagine that one. So I thought and she said he starts months in advance of the draft. So I think it's one of those things. I don't think you'd want it in an earpiece. There's too much other stuff going on with an earpiece, right? Like that can get misconstrued. You can't hear. But he wants to be able to talk to them too. And I think it speaks volumes about the kind of behind the scene work that goes into that process. Like you don't think about those kind of things. All right, let me cover this card up here. But I mean, listen, they are the most. They operate on such high efficiency. The NFL does. I mean, you look at like Red Zone and Sunday Ticket, how they go through all that. Do we have a 101 in here? We have a plate. Nice. All right, here's the deal. Remember, just a quick reminder. This is divisions. So, because it's draft affected, and I should put this caveat in there. If for any reason a player is traded in the draft, all right, or leading up to the draft for draft picks, that would go to said division. The only way that would change is if they're in their Pro Look uni, which here they would be. Pro Look uni is always going to go to the Pro Look team. This is something we've always done. We've never really ran into any issues, but I like to throw all the possibilities out there. Bernie Kosar, 2 out of 5. Like, so Josh Allen is in a suit and tie in this. Let me give you an example. If Josh Allen, this isn't even funny to joke about. This isn't even funny. But if Josh Allen would get traded to the Steelers, that just, I'm going to vomit just saying those words. Then he would go to the Steelers. Bernie Kosar, it's a 2 out of 5. Again, going to go to the Browns on that one. He's not getting traded. Max Brosmer, don't know if they're draft eligible. If they're not, they will be randomed up. We must have lost service.
It's once in a lifetime.
Yeah, and Chris, I thought of that, but she said more, and I wonder if it's because he meets with like all those guys from the second. I'm sure he has a chance to shake hands as they come in the pro days and stuff like that. I'm sure he meets a lot of more of the rookies in the first round. Joe Namath going to go to the Jets, 3 out of 4. That is going to be the AFC East. Tracy. The Kosar would be the AFC North. That's Livingston. All right, I think after this one we're getting into. Let's bring Flutie up for this one. Braden McGregor. That's a 101. Not related to Mr. McGregor. Love that movie. Don't worry, I'll have this documented. Wherever we have the list for this, I will run a random at the end that says, hey, here's the random for the cards that did not get drafted. Jaquez Petaway, 1 out of 3. Let me just see if he's in the draft. And, and it gets harder with this simply because
Homes.com is the best.com. With USPS Ground Advantage, it's like you're with us every step of the way.
Monday, September 23rd. It doesn't look like, it looks like he's going to end up getting random.
Stay in the know.
All right.
To their door.
But still, that is a 1 out of 3. Let me make sure I shared this link too.
I lived in Italy. That was where I started building my passion for football.
It was a hard football journey. Being a zero-star recruit, really taught me to put my head down and just keep working.
All right, next one up is going to be our 1 of 1. Christian Value. 1 of 1. That is the base autograph. Black plate 1 of 1. It does look strong on that though.
Let's go.
Let me see where that one is. I like to look these guys up. Last one was a Sooner. I like how they're doing the Georgia State Panthers, formerly played for the Nittany Lions and the Pittsburgh Panthers. Quarterback at Georgia State. So a lot of these will still get random. That's what I wanted to see too. I don't know. It's just crazy how many of these guys are still underclassmen. Gonna try some different sets to see how they fall. Here we go. How about a Mabry Matower? I don't know. 8 out of 10. That's why these are better for serial numbers, I guess. I can't wait tonight to get the draft on. Have a lot to talk about, chatter. It's fun to look these guys up, though.
That's a yes, not a no. Cam Wolf, always.
There's not a lot of Mabrys. He's Wisconsin's quarterback.
Cam Ward, who says he's going to be announced as Cameron Ward, but he's okay being called Cam. How do I refer to him?
All right, and Tyler Van Dyke, 1 of 1 on that one. That's a cool looking card. We're gonna have a lot of random, so I'll look. If none of them seem to be eligible for draft, I can random them up. Then he was for the Miami Hurricanes. He is an SMU Mustang now. That is a 1 of 1. I'm gonna mag that up though. That's a quarterback 1 of 1. Auto. Mag that up for whoever gets that one.
Today they're expecting a quarterback competition between Joe Flacco and Kenny Pickett. That's not going to be the long-term answer. And at number
They're
2,
expecting a quarterback. Let's use the word competition loosely there. Between Flacco and Pickett. Imagine that. Imagine that being your position. You're a fan of a team and their quarterback competition is Kenny Pickett and Joe Flacco. Cam Rising, 10 out of 15. Yeah, it does look like we're going to have quite a few randoms. But that will happen in post-draft. And last last card. No, we have more. Man,
Or maybe it's another
loaded.
guy
Oh, we had the back one
like
too.
Jackson,
Trevor Etienne.
quarterback. They've done a lot of work on him. He could be a target
Is he
for
draft
them.
eligible this year?
Back in the first round. I was told that if Cam Ward was available, he would have been the pick, but of course they have
Draft
to
and combine, yeah.
the Cams, and so they will heavily consider other options as they get into the late.
Gonna be in the draft tonight.
Or tomorrow.
Yep. Brown's going to do something at the quarterback position at some point here. We shall see when it is. If it's late tonight.
So that one will be one to pay attention to for sure.
Other teams. Thank you, Cameron Wolf. You calling the Wolf? That's all you had to say.
All right, and here's our final card.
Right now from our folks, most expecting it's going to be.
Oh! Ah, that's a big one. Shedor. Whoa, that would be fun. This will be a fun one to see who gets it. So, like, if you're Larry, you're pretty pumped. I've heard Saints. I have heard Steelers. I've heard falling out of the first round. That's cool. That'll be a fun one. Dude, that's neat. All right, I'll recap for you quickly, all right? So that you guys can follow along tonight. But there's going to be Shedeur, Etienne. I don't think Van Dyke 101 is... I don't think he's eligible. And this isn't numbered, right? Some of them are. That one is not. Cameron Rising, I don't think is. We have the Mabry, the Value. Did I get my what? Petaway, and then the McGregor, Namath, Brosmer, and Bernie Kosar. Dude, that's fun. All right, guys, listen, I am going to cut off now, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to put another break up. That one filled what we are on here, so I'm going to plan out what I want to do. I'm going to try to mix it up a lot today, all right? Optic spots are still left if you're interested, I think. Let me double check real quick. It looks like Optic has... And we can rip that as soon as it's full random and paid. 28 and 1. We got 11 spots left in that. Let's try to fill that up. 11 spots left. All right, man. I'll be back.
And Abdul Carter recently here